Welcome back to my channel, guys. So, let me be honest. I'm doing this out of morbid curiosity. Okay? Oh yeah, by the way, to my subs, you guys know I love you. To my, anyone watching this that's new, that's interested in what I do, go ahead and hit that subscribe, like button if you want. So, if you guys saw my video yesterday about some of the review stuff, I finally actually figured out how to highlight and keep it. So there is a lot more in there. I might do a follow-up video on that. But we know that Scott Efflandt was relieved of his duties, and then the entire command team of Vanessa's unit was relieved of their duties. My morbid curiosity comes into what happens now with Efflandt. He was in charge there. Okay? Pat White was gone. He was in charge. I said in my last one I did with him, he was grossly negligent. I believed he knew what was going on. I told you again, I felt like he just wanted to hurry up, get the hell out of there, and get to Fort Bliss as quick as he could. Of course, they ended up telling him, no, you're not going. You're staying right here until this investigation happens. The investigation happens, and he gets fired. So, I want to know kind of what happens now, criminal-wise, if anything, with Efflandt. What's going on with Efflandt now? I was honestly not shocked at all he was gone. Before they released the names, I remember telling my girl that I follow, we talk to each other about this stuff, that I was like, I bet Efflandt got it. And I'm sorry, I believe he should have. Disagree with me, don't think I'm right, whatever. I mean, that climate's been there for a long time, and nobody stepped up to change it. Period. Lazy, not caring. I mean, in that report, it said that officers, some of the male officers, it was normal for them to aggressively approach the females. They said stuff like, well, if they can't handle the way we talk, they shouldn't be in the combat. Within the last, I think it's been 5 years, I could be wrong on the years, but women were able to join the combat division, and they're outnumbered 4-1. And let me tell you guys this, it's not about how you talk, it's about how you touch. It's about your utter disrespect for another human life. I've always been kind of a tomboy. I've been around, a lot of my best friends are guys. I know the way they talk. That's never bothered me. But I can tell you this right now. If they ever, I could tell them, hey, I don't want to hear that. And they were respectful. So there is a big difference between trying to teach a lesson and utter disrespect for women. So, anyway. Let's see what my cards tell me about what's going to happen now. This is not just Efflandt, but with the whole unit. With all of her unit. I'm focusing a little more on Efflandt because he was the commander. If anyone's going to get it hit hard, it's going to be him. But I also think the people in her unit, felled Vanessa significantly. And we know that. And felled many soldiers. So, without further ado, let's see. The reason I'm using Haunted House Tarot is because, like I said, I believe Fort Hood has been nothing but one giant haunted house. I was going to use my kitty tarot, but I didn't. Right out the gate. 9 of Swords. And that's being in your, that's violence, imprisonment, really it's up all night, unable to sleep, unable to, being in complete distress. Yeah, he's freaking the fuck out. That's what's happening right now. That's what this card is representing. Efflandt is freaking the fuck out. He's restless. I don't know. But he's for sure. Yeah, I mean, guilt, shame, all of it. It's the Empress in reverse. Okay. So with that, we've kind of got... I didn't get this giant paper out of my hand. Sorry guys, all my paper just kind of fell down here. So we have here Empress in reverse. This is, you know, there's a lot of trouble in paradise, no creative outlook. Yeah. What I'm kind of seeing here is her death has put him, yeah, in trouble. He's in trouble. I'm starting to get the feeling this is not up. There we go. Over. We got the Devil. Shocking, huh? This is self-destruction, addiction, self-destruction. There's no excuse. I'm glad my cards are saying this. There is no excuse for... I mean, being grossly negligent as the commanding officer of an entire army base is not okay. So we have the Knight of Cups coming in. Overly emotional, lies, selfish. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Lies, selfishness, laziness. Yeah. I mean, this is your own doings. I'm seeing this as someone else that got released, honestly. I don't know who. Somebody in the unit. Because they lied. They were deceitful. This Devil card. You know, it's like I felt like I said before, like I've been screaming at the top of my lungs, like, hello. But, you know. Yeah, all of this is, they did this themselves, self-destruction. To the to the Six of Swords. Ah! So the Six of Swords is trying to overcome a crisis. You know what I mean? Like I said in one of my videos, people do not... They started this investigation. They had on average just death after death after death monthly for years. And then they start this internal investigation in crickets. I mean, that right there was a telltale sign that something was legit wrong. People don't decide to quit taking their own lives just because the unit's getting investigated. People don't just stop dropping dead for no unknown cause. the second internal investigation starts. Everything that was suspicious stopped. Death stopped the second they started this. And this is where I see the Six of Swords coming in. Look at them all in a panic. Oh, shit. And I knew it. I knew it was coming. There's only so long you can get away with this kind of culture and allowing it, and the community that you have founded. They tried saying time and time again, oh, it's because Colleen's out there. Yeah, that was proven wrong. Oh, it's because of this. It's because they have so many soldiers. Everything has been debunked. There's nothing else other than sick individuals allowing sick individuals to act out sick acts. For generations, for years. They did it, they even said, even before 2018. Nobody stepped in, nobody walked into that base and said, this is messed up. And most of the sexual assaults, crimes, that kind of stuff were NCOs. So many people reported seeing somebody sexually harassed, seeing somebody sexually assaulted. Walking into the girls' dorm rooms or into their barracks without knocking. I mean, just, what is wrong with y'all? Alright, so we have the Hermit in reverse. Isolation. Kind of being like a scaredy cat. Which kind of follows this. Y'all got scared. And he's scared right now. Y'all are scared right now. I can feel it. And this, I love this card because it always seems to come out when somebody's been doing something they shouldn't have done. Like this guy's kind of, yes, okay, it's the Hermit. He's in the dark, all this stuff. But look, they were doing all this stuff pretty much in plain, I mean, right in front of everybody. And they weren't getting caught. Then finally something happened. And you guys had a family that would not give up, that would not keep their eyes off of you. You couldn't isolate. I'm sorry, that even looks like Efflandt. You were not going to get away with pretending nothing was wrong. You knew. And you should have stepped up. I mean, yeah. Like I said in my first reading with Efflandt, grossly negligent. Knew what was going on. He wanted to get the hell out of there, get to bliss as fast as he could. Four of Pentacles in reverse. It's kind of like obsession with safety, not taking risks. Being a scaredy cat in a sense, again. I've gotten that a couple times here. This can also be envy, suspense, delay, obsessions. For sure, suspense, delay. You don't know what now, huh? You showed up to work thinking, meh. And then guess what? I wonder how that works. Maybe somebody could let me know. Like, was he dishonorably discharged? Did he lose all his benefits? I think I'm popping out here. Alright. So we got the Page of Cups in reverse. Gonna be a lot of this. Deception. Deception. That's why y'all are in this position. You know that, right? It's because you sat there saying transparency, transparency. I mean, you just watch. Can you, like, ever go back and watch your own press conferences? I know Efflandt's never going to see this. But, I mean, totally cool if he does. I would suggest you go back and watch your press conferences. You had to be so insensitive. I mean, it was just like, even said in the report that even after soldiers' deaths, people acted like nothing happened. That's terrible. And there's a lot of this upside down women and men. But this one I'm seeing for sure is, yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep, definite. Y'all lied. When they came in investigating, you lied. When that family came in, you lied. And what bothers me still is all her stuff was there. Oh. Oh, there she is. Oh, God, I hope she got the boot. I got the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Swords. Bigotry, malice, arrogance. Very vindictive, very portraying. I've been saying since freaking day one, go back and look. There is a crooked ass female in the upper ranks. And you don't cross her. And I'm hoping, because I didn't read all the names of people that were dismissed, I'm hoping that this is telling me she's under investigation. Let's see, to the Ace, One of Cups. Fall, ruin, conflicting desires. That kind of makes me happy. I hope that's what that means. I hope this bitch has finally been brought down. I'm sorry. There has been a woman involved. And they use her to be that like sensitive person, but she ain't no sensitive person. Okay? One of these days someone will say, yeah, you got it. But, bigotry, malice, arrogant, just nasty woman. Followed by this fall and ruin. I sure hope so. I hope they have taken you down off your peg. Because they mention the men a lot. But I've felt it from day one that there has been this woman involved in this very directly. I got here. Seven of Swords. In reverse. It's going to be procrastination. Even be kind of like a scapegoat, that kind of thing. I'm for sure seeing procrastination, that's for sure. Yeah, foolish trust. Sorry, I had to look at something. Foolish trust, tricks, that kind of thing. And then that lines up with this girl. And I'm not saying girl, I'm saying woman. Taking a fall, taking a ruin. Right into this. Foolish trust, tricks, trickery, scapegoat. She'll point the finger at somebody else so fast, it's unreal. Ah. All right, to the Three of Wands. Kind of curiosity. You can be making plans about things. Curiosity, making plans, following her. Yeah, toil, troubles, delays. It has to be strengths, trade, making plans. Yeah, making plans, anticipation of those. I think she's going to try to come out. Yeah. Could even be a lawyer. But for sure making plans. I don't know if he's going to come back and try to defend himself or not. I'm really wondering if we're not going to have some legal repercussions too. Just keep going and see. But I can tell you for sure right now, they're sweating. I think they truly thought that this would just be a sweep under the rug. I don't think they realized how badly they messed up. And I don't mean that as they knew what they were doing was wrong. I meant they got caught. You guys finally did enough to get caught. And boy, was it needed. Alright, so we got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. All these coming out in reverse. This can be laziness, receiving some bad news about some things. Yeah. Laziness, getting bad news, fitting. Still wish I could have seen the looks on their faces. Alright, to the Seven of Wands in reverse. Embarrassment, anxiety. Yeah, I bet you guys are embarrassed, aren't you? Weren't embarrassed before. I was so happy that report said something about public relations. And they even used examples like, they were like, wow, you guys were, that was, not a very, like, they had no compassion. It was, and even when they were like, yeah, they found some remains, but, it's not, you know, verified that they're Vanessa's. Like, I mean, just so nonchalant. I mean, you couldn't even pretend just a little bit to be like, I don't know. That was emotionless. People looking more confused and sad for sure. All right, there you go. That's what happened. The wheel's turning. The wheel's turning in motion. For the better, in my opinion. So everything that y'all did that we just saw, all the cover-ups, all the being nervous, all this stuff, these unsure what to do, being nervous, being embarrassed, having this anxiety, it serves you right. That's the way the world works. When you do shady shit, yeah, just because they got away with it generations and generations before you, doesn't mean it. We're in a new world, people. New technology. People are in the pandemic stuck at home with nothing to do but read the news. So I'm glad this wheel's coming in. I'm glad this fortune of things moving into some kind of progression. The wheel's turning. That's good stuff. And the wheel turned and y'all lost your job. Yeah, that's control. Destiny. And you made your own destiny. Okay? Don't think this was just some bad luck. You did it to yourselves. You get absolutely zero sympathy from me. Because I truly believe that you guys overworked, hardly gave these people water, called them out for bad things. You sexually harassed the women. You allowed it to happen. I mean, Vanessa should have been being looked for immediately. Aha. So the Hierophant in reverse, huh? Are you guys going to church praying to God? This is kind of choosing your own path, choosing your own religious stuff. What I'm seeing here is pretty much, an oh shit. Okay? that truth. You went for your own belief systems instead of what was right. What was right and what was just. You know the difference between right and wrong. You're not stupid. You know that somebody harassing a woman and hurting a woman in that way is wrong. But you decided to be this way. And the wheels have turned and are showing that. I've said it 100 times and I'll say it again. Karma sucks, doesn't it? See if I didn't have any more flippers. Alright, so now we got the Three of Pentacles. Hard work, that kind of stuff. Sorry, I didn't mean to giggle. It can also be kind of a manifestation, a growth. I do see this as, workplace. I'm honestly seeing this as, though it means, like manifest, it means, the hell am I? Yeah, manifesting plans, that kind of stuff. But what I'm seeing here is like just this dark place. And this is supposed to be hard work. This is supposed to be working and growth and that kind of stuff. And they're just being demeaned. I'm telling you, they called these soldiers out for no reason. Hardly any sleep, hardly any water, hardly any food. There was punishments done. There is a very sick culture there. If you have sisters, you have a mother, you have that kind of, you know what I mean? And you can treat a woman this way. Blows my damn mind. Yep, Seven of Cups in reverse. It can be getting self-help, that kind of stuff, but what I'm seeing this as is overwhelmed by your own choices. You're completely overwhelmed. You lost your job. You lost everything. And now you don't know what the hell to do, especially you people that were career army. Yep, being overwhelmed by your choices. You know what would have benefited y'all a lot? Instead of being like, oh, I don't know what to do, I fought with this guy over here, so I don't want to put him down for this or any of that. You know what? You put that away. Overwhelmed by choices, it's not hard. The choice is you protect your soldiers. All your soldiers, female and male. And you trust. The choice wasn't hard. At all. You didn't want to be, you were so worried about what you look like to other people. There we go. Lucky star in reverse. Non-lucky star. So, I forgot what I was saying. I'm just so, like, I'm happy, but I still have this passion here. You know what I mean? It makes me mad what they did to people and got away with for so long. And then sat there on their little press conferences. It was just crap. They weren't saying anything to the family. They weren't helping. If it was not for Vanessa Guillen's family, we would have never found Vanessa Guillen. Period. They would have let this go. And they had all the information. I read in there that day, somebody told them the last person she went to was Robinson. I still personally don't think it was Robinson, but that's my conspiracy theory. Or it got to that point where he was harassing her so bad, and she was terrified. She even told her mom not to say anything because they were going to hurt her. I mean, seriously? You guys are some just I'm glad. I'm glad they're purging that base. All right. So unlucky star in reverse. I'm sorry. Star in reverse. This is mistrust and stuff. This is, you know, being unlucky, not trusting the... Yeah. I think some of you have it so embedded in your minds that what you were doing was okay that you still have not grasped how wrong it was. And you guys really, really, really messed up because it doesn't go from that many deaths a month to absolutely nothing. There you go. Emperor in reverse. Who is the emperor? Who is in charge of the land? Who is in charge? Who is the commanding officer? And this is showing aggression, tyranny, control, domination of others. I think that's all I need to say about that. This is going to be a very long one because... Oh, what do we got here? Ah, we got temperance in reverse. So... This is being, you know, it can be an impulsive card. Instead of being patient, you're being very impatient, impulsive. Right now, I think you guys tried so hard to cover your ass before. How'd that work for you? And now you're into a whole other mode of, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, cover my ass. And that was the thing. This is what I was getting at before. Y'all didn't want to make yourselves look like that not cool guy there at the base. You didn't want to not fit into that little clique because you guys are what, 15? Are you kidding me? Cliques are in high school, not in the army. But you didn't want to look bad. I'm talking about the leaders. I'm talking about commander, sergeant general, not anymore. You didn't want to be that uncool guy. You didn't want to be the one to stir the pot, to do anything. And then what happens is it doesn't matter what those NCOs think anymore of you, does it? Because the entire country, world, just saw major things happen because of your negligence, because you did not care. Because it says in that report, the leaders were permissive of sexual assault and sexual harassment. We got the Two of Pentacles coming in, creepy cape card. Yep. This can be big fear of change, big fear of everything, I'm sure. Especially when you've been in the army your entire career. You're scared of this change that's coming. But you know what? You should have been more of a human and less of a... I mean, seriously, humanity. Humility. Show something. There you go. Three of Swords. Sorrow, hurt, pain. What really bothers me with this, I'm sorry guys, is that that's a hammer. And then look at how dark this room is and all this kind of stuff. And this pain, this ruin. To me, this is telling me this is what set things off. This is what set things in gear. This death. And you still are not fooling me. I know this was a small room. And I'm not a forensic expert by any means, but it does not take a rocket scientist to know that the head bleeds excessively and that hammer scenes are the most gruesome murder scenes. There's literally blood in everything. You are not telling me Robinson was that smart. And from my understanding, and I don't know, true or not, there wasn't even cleaning materials in the arms room. I mean, did they go in there? You know what I mean? That's part of the CID not doing their job. They should have gone there with luminol. They should have gone in. They should have gone exactly to her locations. The second they saw her barracks keys, her cars in the parking lot, are y'all kidding me? You go to the first person that last saw her. Period. And if he says, yeah, I last saw her, she left, she went this way, and then they say, well, she never showed up. Ding, 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 ding. You got your first suspect. But no, we would rather call people AWOL, not put in the work. That is not caring about our soldiers. And then they were all, we were all about readiness. We were all about readiness. That's not being ready. And you guys wanted, you know what I mean? What gets me is these women are going to be fighting amongst y'all. Do you really want to do this to them and then go overseas with them where they have your back? I wouldn't. Someone treated me that way. Hurt me physically. Embarrassed me. Yeah, let me have your back over there. Just kidding. Alright, now we have the world completion. What's done is done. Again, she's holding the key. There's all these people in the background. I'm seeing these as more people that need to go. They're unlocking the doors. And they're opening up what has happened. So, I'm going to leave it at that because I think y'all are getting some... I think you're getting your karma coming to you. That's what I think. I think karma's coming in not just for Efflandt, but for the people directly related to this and that kept stuff a secret and that covered for shit and that were, you know what I mean? I'll say it again. Karma is the worst. You guys will hear me say all the time, I don't want your karma. This is one of those karmas I would never want. So, that is my very short... I didn't do very many cars that time, but I think we got our answers. That was my morbid curiosity on Efflandt and the leadership there. So, I think we're going to see, I'm hoping we're going to see some, a little more justice come out of this. And let's really, I mean, another thing we need to focus on is there were many soldiers that we still don't have answers on. And so we're taking small victories, but we're not done. You guys have a wonderful day. And I will see you later. Bye.